Conscious Whispers. So we've covered shedding of beliefs. We've covered moving through the timelines with RNA and DNA. Looking at the heavy mind and looking into what are your conscious whispers. Taking the roof off of your beliefs. And would you like to have a life in peace or in pieces? And now we move on to a really cute page. I love this one because it's the one page that has a dolphin on it. And this one is turning the past on its head. Use the learnings of the past to grow your future. Don't be used by your past to stall your future. When you turn the past on its head, you are steering the conversation to where it now benefits you. Be mindful, be fruitful, be proactive in your approach to life. The way you see your past becomes the way you see your future. The way you see your past becomes the way you see your future. Now, when we move in a direction where what we're doing is we're upset by our past, so we start to talk about all the things that we don't like, we don't enjoy. What we're doing is we're bringing out an energy which is saying, I'm not grateful for the experiences I had, which is fair because some experiences, we don't enjoy them. And I completely get that. And what I'm asking you to do on this page is to see it from a different viewpoint. Because let's face the truth here, you've been saying things a particular way for as long as you've been saying it. And where has that actually grown you? Where has that actually gotten you? And has it gotten you anywhere further in life? Or has it just stalled you? Has it stopped you from progressing? So all I'm asking is for you to consider choosing to speak of the past in a different way. That's it. Whatever word you choose, that's up to you. And if there are no words, go to, thank you. Thank you because that experience taught me to only ever trust myself. Great. Thank you because that experience taught me that I can't put my trust in. Brilliant. Thank you because that experience taught me a lot about what I like and what I dislike in life. Great. Thank you because, and your thank you becomes unique to you. Using a word such as thank you to level in on your past, it will just change the energy. It will just change the energy of the way you experience life, and especially past memories. Just going to thank you. And sometimes you will feel like, but I don't want to say thank you because I'm not thankful, and it really made me turn this way and that way. And I get that. It's what I'm asking you to do through all these pages. It sounds easy, but actually practicing it is another kettle of fish. But you've done it your way, and all I'm asking, can you be willing to try it a new way, a different way? And what if something changes, something shifts within you, and that thing that's been blocking your path suddenly clears? What if you start to experience real magic, joy, miracles in your life just because when you see your past, the words thank you come through? And anything that I'm saying here to you, obviously it applies to me too. There are things in my life where, I'm listening to myself as I'm speaking and going, do you think you should apply that there too, Reena? Yeah, of course. It's just being willing to step out of, this is the only way it can be, and stepping into, what if there is another way that's healthier, that's more growing, that's better for me? What if? So wouldn't it be smarter for you, your health, your energy, to choose that rather than continuing on the same path which hasn't done anything miraculous for you? So just choosing thank you. Thank you for growing me. Thank you for showing me. Thank you for showing me all the things I never want to experience again. Thank you for showing me things I never want my child to have to experience. Thank you. Turning the past on its head. The way we talk about our past becomes the way we see our future. When we are in bitterness, it becomes more difficult to see a bright future. But when we're in gratitude, then we get to be in the moment. When we're in gratitude about our past, we become really present. When we become really present, the future no longer matters. So can you become really present? What would it take for you to become present? What if right now, you just chose, as you're colouring this page or another page, what if you chose just to keep repeating in your mind, in your heart, the word thank you? And just taking nice deep breaths. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you don't have to be thankful for anything in particular, anything specific, but just energizing that word. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What I like about the word thank you is it doesn't have attachment to any culture, any religion, nothing. It's universal. I like things that are universal, that don't have separation. Thank you. That's why I like pictures, because they can be universal too. turning the past on its head. The way you see your past becomes the way you see your future. What does that mean to you? The way you see your past. I'm a victim. Poor me, that I went through this horrible, horrible life experiences. Poor me. But Reena, you don't know what I've been through. Poor me. Reena, you don't know. And this is a change of perspective now. Reena, you don't know what I've grown through. We can go through things, great, or we can grow through them. Reena, you don't know what I'm still growing through. Sounds different, it feels different. Speak how you want to move in this life. Yesterday I did my second open mic night and I did a poem which I've been chanting over the last 2-3 years, and in that experience I was so nervous, and I on purpose put myself in situations where I'm uncomfortable because I want to have lived while being here on this planet. I want to know that I made a good attempt at taking in these earthly experiences and basically scaring myself into doing things like standing up on a stage and speaking my poem out loud to people who've been speaking out poems for years. They've got their own books on poetry. There's something exhilarating about doing things that feel uncomfortable. Feeling uncomfortable but not impossible. It all depends on how you want to do this life. I know for me, every year I want to feel like I no longer recognize who I was in that previous year. I want to grow that much. As I was on that stage with the mic, I was trembling on the inside, and you can hear it in my voice, the nervousness. And I spoke to a friend this morning, and she even said, yeah, I could tell that you were nervous. I could hear it in your voice. And I thought, you know, I'm not here to show to people the things that I'm really, really good at, the things where it's things that I'm amazing at. I'm here to show people the things that I'm learning at, and that it's okay to be a fool when you're not an expert in a field. We all think we need to be an expert and then we give up on trying. That's dumb. so dumb. Instead, be a fool. No one even cares. And even if someone's watching, who cares? The people that love you, that want to support you, will give you love because they know how much heart you're putting into something. Do it for you. Because there's people out there who get inspired. I even have people who end up reaching out to me from different parts of the world who tell me that, you know, they feel some sort of connection because of the things that I'm posting, because they've also been through a divorce, they've also been doing poetry, they've also been channeling. And you never know who's going to be inspired by the things you say. You just never know. And you will never know if you don't put yourself out there. Make your connections and just tell your fear, not today. Not today. We'll play tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't exist. You can tell your fear whatever you want, as long as you're asking it to move away. In fact, even better than speaking to fear, speak to your heart where the courage sits. We got this. We got this. That's how I speak to my heart. And sometimes I might say to my heart, we ain't got this, but God has. God has got this. Trust, 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 trust. Turning the past on its head. You just take it, you shake it, and you make it whatever you need it to be to grow you. Turn it into your hero's journey. You are the hero in your story. There's no hero coming to save you. You're the hero. Turn it into your hero's journey. When I slayed the dragon, that was my ego. When I faced the fear, when I built the courage in my heart. And if you need inspiration, go watch a true story. Go watch something that can move your heart, whatever that is for you. Turning the past on its head is all about looking at life experienced, and seeing the blessings in the journey, the blessings, the courage grown, the commitments made. And lightening the heart. Make your heart lighter, not heavier. What that means for you, that's going to be unique and personal, depending on your life. Make your light harder. Make your heart lighter. Never know what poetry is going to come through, or what random slip of words. My stomach always grumbles. So that digestion that's taking place. Took my nephew to a restaurant today in town. I was so full afterwards. He will share starters but not dessert, which meant we had to get a chocolate brownie each. But it was worth it. We had a good time. So if you don't know, I'm using Prismacolors. If you are using anything that you would recommend, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I've got a link on this video to my website where you can purchase these colouring books too. I always forget to mark it. I get so into the colouring I forget. So I'm in the practice here. You know, I've got to remember that even when I'm healing, still running a business. What colour? I feel like going for greys. That's a nice grey. It's easier for me if I keep the paper straight. Just means less editing. To turn the past on its head. Now, for the people that understand the significance of the dolphin and past. And what I'm referring to here is Atlantis. Yeah. When I saw this image, when I drew this image, for me, this was all about Atlantis calling. What does that mean? I don't know yet, but it's calling. Bringing back old ancient wisdom. What do you mean, Reena? What is all this that you're talking about? I don't know yet. I don't know. Will I share it when I know? I don't know. Depends if I have permission to share it. But we each get to do our own work, to develop our own understanding on these concepts. Is it real? Is it made up? Can't tell you. I can only experience my truth. I can't experience your truth for you. You have to experience your own truth. My dreams are my dreams. My visions are my visions. The way I worship, pray to my God is for me and nobody else. Who I pray to, what I pray for, that's between me and my God, as it is for you. Atlantis. If any of you have any special Atlantean experiences that you'd want to share with me in the comments, let me know. If any of you, as you're colouring this, can hear the sound of the dolphins, or if you're playing dolphin music, good shout. If any of you want to send in your coloured pictures, please do. I'd love to see your pictures. Turning the past on its head. It's always so interesting doing these colouring pages because just never know how it's all going to turn out. Wait, got a bit scruffy there. It's not often things will bother me, but there we go. Got the blue and the grey. It's interesting. Okay. turning the past on its head. It's like sometimes we get annoyed, even as friends, when we hear the other person speaking repeatedly about the same thing. Would we get annoyed if they were speaking about it and actually being grateful? Probably not, because they're bringing a different energy then as they're speaking about it. When we're upset by our past, usually we're upset about something which has left us to re-examine our boundaries, to re-examine what I call border control, to re-examine our standards, to re-examine our value for ourselves. And that's usually why we're upset, because why did I allow this to go on? And the moment we learn about our standards, our values, our boundaries, which I call border control. I call it border control because for me, a boundary is you are on your own island, you are your own island. And in order for someone to have access to that island, they need to go through border control. Do they have a visa? Is their passport valid? Or are they due to be deported? It's that simple. Border control. Your body is your temple. And therefore, having strong boundaries to respect your temple, valuing your temple, having high standards for your temple, it's important to understand and to be okay saying no. Being in the practice of saying no thank you, no thank you. As I was thinking of Atlantis just now, I also then started to think about Lemuria. Different energy to Atlantis. Softer, crystalline, really colourful. When I think of Lemuria, and I think of crystal caves. So the main takeaway for this page is finding peace within yourself, and by expressing peace through 2 words, thank you. The thank you doesn't have to be to a person, it can just be to universe. It doesn't have to have any other energy vibing with it, but just coming from your heart. Thank you. When the past rushes in, you're meditating. Thank you. When the mind goes loud, thank you. Dropping into a space of calm, of ease. Listening to the sounds of dolphins. Everything I'm showing you, I'm speaking to you, are things that helped me on my journey. Listening to dolphin music. It's calming, it's soothing. Listening to the sound of water. Water is related to our sacral chakra. It's related to emotions, the flow. It's why sitting near water can help us to release, release, release. Turning the past on its head. And there we have it. What's the date today? I have no idea. I actually really don't remember. No. I'll sign it anyway. No, it's either the 5th or the 6th. Conscious whispers, turning the past on its head, so much so that you lose your days, your times. You lose time. Conscious whispers. What are your conscious whispers? See you next time.